What if there was a secret group of real estate agents and investors all gathered around trying to build wealth in the Philadelphia area, and we've made the decision to go out and start the Philadelphia Wealth Project, to start empowering the people in our community to build wealth in a real way and make clients millionaires. That's what the Philadelphia Wealth Project is about.
Wow. I can feel it.
You can feel that?
I feel rich.
I
feel wealthy already.
Hey, no one's going to follow you if you're not already rich. They don't want to follow a broke guy. You know
That's
what I mean?
so funny. What's going on, everyone? My name is Shawn Connors. I am the managing broker of Vanguard Realty Alliance. I'm also a real estate investor in Chester County and the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania.
Killing it up in the Poconos, man.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Rob Lawrence. I'm the leader of the Rob Lawrence team. I'm a real estate agent and a investor. I help people invest in real estate every day. And I have a rental in Delaware County. I have a rental in Clearwater Beach, Florida, and I did a live-in flip on my house. I have had a rental in Jersey. So I have some experience myself and love implementing that for people.
Yeah, and now we want to talk about it and share all that value that we've learned, right, over the years of helping people invest in real estate and investing ourselves. So real quick, because this is the first episode.
Yeah.
Philly Wealth Project. We're kind of throwing around the name to see what sticks.
Do you guys like the name? You can tell us.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below if you like the name. But how did you get started?
I got started because I was working for my dad and it wasn't working out. We were just fighting, and I wanted to take over his business. I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I was an engineer, and I always thought I had to invent something.
That would be cool.
Yeah, well, I tried. But like it didn't work out that good. So anyway, I started like studying. I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and that just like changed my mind. And I know this happened.
I feel like everyone starts there, right?
It's a cliche at this point.
It is.
It is. But you know what? It's a great place to start because that's going to like pull the veil off of your eyes. If you haven't started, start there. That's like perfect. And then I decided to get my real estate license. And then my friend Jason Saul, he's like, hey, you remember Steve Seymour from high school? He's like a millionaire real estate investor now. Like, why don't you go talk to him? And I was like, okay.
Good idea.
Good idea. So I went and I talked to him, and I was like, wow, this brokerage sounds amazing. I was agent number 17. I think we're at like 80 agents now. Yeah, that meeting changed my life.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm just so excited to unlock the power of what's in our brokerage already.
Right.
Like the projects, like Vince made $400,000 on one flip.
Right. One flip. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like,
how many yearly salaries is it going to take someone to get 400,000? Right.
It's insane. I mean, the power of real estate is unlike anything else I've ever seen. And I tried to start like 30 different businesses.
Right.
And I failed at 29 of them.
Not real estate.
Yeah. So it's just like, what can we do to like bring this to the people? And that's what this podcast is going to be about. This is what our YouTube channel is going to be about, is just showing people what we're doing. We're not just going to talk about it. It's not a bunch of bullshit. It's like, we are going to take you by the hand. And if you, join with us in our brokerage, like as a client, if you're part of the Rob Lawrence team or another agent.
Or an agent, right?
Yeah, we got so many talented agents in the brokerage. Like, it's unbelievable. Like when we get together as a group, I'm just like, I feel the energy of the people. Like there's just so much stuff going on. That's so cool. And it's ups and downs. It's real life, but like we're going to take people through this. Like It's not just a podcast. It's not just a YouTube channel. There's meetups, and then you can actually be clients of what we're doing.
Right.
And it's not just real estate, but there's going to be like personal finance stuff in there, because if your personal finances are all screwed up, like you're not going to be able to invest in real estate and build wealth, But I was like thinking about today, I was like, I need to show people how to retire in 5 years. Like from today, if you're 20 years old, how to retire in 5 years.
That's a powerful goal.
I think it's
powerful.
It's totally
possible.
Yeah. I mean,
it's very possible.
I think we could show people how to do that.
Yeah. So you started, what was it, 4 years ago now or 5? 4.5?
I started like 5, but it took me over a year to do my first deal.
Right.
And I was still working for my father. And Yeah, I mean, it was just like unbelievable how it took off.
Yeah.
You know?
You kind of were on that hockey stick, right?
Yeah, because
Puttered along, and then all of a sudden it's just been taken off, especially with the team now.
I'm a stubborn bastard. That's what it comes down to, really. Like most people, if you don't do a real estate deal for an entire year,
Yeah.
you're going to quit.
Right.
I didn't. Why? Because I'm insane.
Yeah.
Right?
The vast majority of people are not going to do anything
Right.
within a year, and then they're going to quit.
Right.
Right.
Right. If I had quitted, that would, yeah, I mean, that would
Right.
have been such a mistake. I knew it in my heart.
Right.
I think when you know, you just know.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, nothing's going to stop you. You know, there's been times in my life where I'm overly persistent, but you know, I don't know. Clients will say to me, it's like, I'm like, I look nice, but I'm a pit bull. Like if I grab onto you, like,
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what you need for a real estate agent, right? That's
Yeah.
negotiating on your behalf. So you
Right.
have that down.
Right, exactly. It's like you got to present nicely, but then also you got to have teeth, and
Right.
and you've got to like fight for clients and stuff, and fight for your own investments. You know, it's not just going to be handed to you. And you know, I think that this podcast is for people that have the desire in their heart to do this,
Right.
but they just don't know how, and they just don't have the resources.
Yeah. And then in addition to that, they need someone to help bring them along, the integration piece, which is what we talked about last week, right?
Yeah,
we
like-
need someone, most agents, most consumers, and people who are interested in real estate investing, they need someone to bring them along.
Right.
You
Like
know?
we both did. I
Right.
mean, like Steve and other people in the brokerage, you know, did,
Yeah,
you know, and it's like we're paying it forward. Right.
exactly.
You know,
That's
what I
what
mean?
this podcast is all about, paying it forward.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm really excited about the mission of this. Like, I feel it in my heart. Like, I'm just like, let's go. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Let's fucking go.
It's exciting, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I just had a client close, I think it was like a week ago, Friday, on a flip in Roxborough.
Mm-hmm.
And people tell you, you can't get an on-market deal. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't. Just everybody just needs to shut up. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much bullshit. Like, I'm
Right.
just sick of it. Like, if someone comes to me, well, you know what's going to happen is, and I'm just like, shut up. Like, I don't even need to hear this from you.
Right.
Right? Because, you know, my coach today said something so awesome. He was like, you know what my crystal ball is? It's a mirror.
Mm.
You want to know your future? Look in the mirror.
Powerful.
Right? Like, me and you, we're in control of our destinies. We've been empowered.
Right.
Right? We're not blaming this on our boss. We're not blaming this on interest rates. We're not blaming this on the market. You can do a great deal in this market right now.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I think like people are just like brainwashed by just nonsense that's spewed
Right.
in the media, you know? Like, oh, you know, housing market's going to crash. Like, no.
It's easier to go along with what everyone else is saying.
Well, it's
At the
easy.
end of the day.
The thing is that people want to hear excuses.
Mm.
They want to be told why they can't do something because then they have a reason why they're not doing it.
Right.
It's not my fault. It's the market. A week ago, 21-year-old kid bought a triplex in Wilmington for $184,000. I got him so much money back on the deal, we could barely close because it was like illegal how much money I got him back.
Right.
He's going to live for negative $40 a month.
He's going to make money.
I mean, at 21 years old, right? Like, I have a video coming out on like showing his testimonial.
Right.
I mean, this is like, I met him on YouTube actually. He just like hit me up and he was like, yeah, like I want to do this. And I was like, let's go. And we started doing it. I think it only took a few months, which is incredible. I mean, the guy is a go-getter.
Right.
It's not that I changed him from being a loser into a winner. He was already a winner and I'm just helping him win.
Right.
That's really what it comes down to, right? So that's like the kind of people that we can really help the most. You
Right.
know, I don't need to convince you, but it's just like, there's so many, you know, another guy, like I said, on market flip, Roxborough, 2,100 square foot house, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, $240,000.
And it'll sell for what?
I think 525.
Wow.
Maybe 550 done nicely. I mean, it has a yard and then parking and everything. I mean, like I couldn't even pull a comp under 550. That was 2,100 square feet.
That's awesome.
On market deal.
Yeah.
On market deal.
So they're
100K
out
every
there.
year.
The deals are out there.
You just
gotta go get them.
You got to know.
You gotta make offers.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I'm super excited to like tell these guys stories. I want to like get our camera crews out there showing this stuff.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
it's exactly what we're gonna do.
I fucking love it. Yeah, yeah. So, Shawn, tell me a little bit about your journey and how you ended up here.
Sure. So I had zero real estate experience before I got into real estate. I had zero sales ability before I got into real estate.
Debatable if you have.
I'll just say professional sales experience, right? So I was a chef for a long time.
Yeah.
I worked in the kitchen for 10 years. And I met my wife in 2012. And we moved in together the next year, got engaged. And then I was like, damn, how am I going to pay for this wedding? Because we both come from families with no money, right?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, how are we going to pay for this wedding? And I just so happened that my boss at the time, love him, he's like, yeah, I know this guy who's in real estate and he needs help.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's interesting. Never thought about real estate. And I contacted him, and he was a wholesaler, and he needed help like driving for dollars.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. So I spent a few hours with him driving around, looking at properties. He talked to me, gave me the rundown. I was like, this sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And then I picked up a book about wholesaling real estate, and I was like, holy shit, this is it. Right then and there, I was like, this is it. This is what I'm going to do. And that was 2015. I didn't get started until I got started then. Didn't get paid for about a year.
Yeah.
And then everything blossomed from there. I was in wholesaling. I finally had met Steve through Craigslist. Started working with him in the house flipping company for acquisitions.
Yeah.
So I was wholesaling, helping them find properties, getting them on their contract. They were flipping them. Then I got my license, so I was selling their flips. And this was all early on in Vanguard's history.
Yeah.
And then everything just snowballed from there.
You've sold a lot of flips.
I have. Yes, I've worked with a lot of investors. I made a video yesterday where I was writing a script for a video today, and I was thinking about it. I was like, I have helped, have sold, have walked people through hundreds of transactions, and a lot of them have been investors.
Yeah.
I've helped a lot of investors buy properties that they would hold or flip.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I know. You even helped your brother, right?
Yeah, I helped my brother. Yeah, he now owns 2 properties here in Pennsylvania. And, you know, you buy these properties in and he bought them both in Westchester. Great deals.
Oh, I thought you couldn't get a good deal in Westchester.
Oh, no.
You can't?
No, this was at the beginning. This was at the beginning of this year.
Really?
That he bought one.
Jeez.
And I found it
Where
off
was
market.
I?
I found it off market.
You got to send these to me, man.
Yeah. So you can find
Screw your
off-market
brother.
deals. I know, right? So I was able to find that from off-market. The other one that he bought in 2019 was on market, and he's on his way, right? Now now him and his family, they are on their way to building wealth.
You know what? I was talking to this guy, Don, who I also met on YouTube, and we were about to go for a deal, and like it just didn't work out today. But, you know, he was just talking to me about like what he was seeing and, you know, from like what's going on with what we're doing. And he's like, Rob, people just don't know how much you know and how much you're going to bring, like what you're going to bring to the table with them. And I was like, well, you know, I'm learning every day. I'm improving every day, you know?
Right.
But like, I was talking to him about his family, and he's like, yeah, like, you know, I've got like, I don't know if it was a sister, I think it was, single mother with 4 kids getting a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's like, what do you do? You know, what do you do in that situation when your whole life's just been torn apart? You got 4 kids, right? And it's like, this is why I said, Don, like, I'm going to teach you this, and it's going to change your whole family.
Right.
Like, just like it's changing your family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's like, that's the power of this. Like, that's the power of like sitting down and like taking the time to learn this stuff and taking the time to do it yourself.
Right.
You know?
It's life-changing. It's literally life-changing.
It's changed
you
my
know?
life.
Like before we owned our first home, I would say probably negative, right? Negative net worth.
Yeah.
Seriously, for a long time.
Yeah.
We both come from completely different places.
Right.
My upbringing, no financial knowledge, right? Nothing. Just barely getting by. Dad worked. My mom stayed at home. We literally just got by.
Yeah.
You know? No money for savings ever.
Yeah.
You know? Nothing. No knowledge about investing, no knowledge about real estate, no knowledge about anything except for going to work, making a paycheck, coming home, and trying to make the bills. That's it.
Right. Just surviving.
Just surviving.
Yeah. It's a tough way to live, man.
I know.
It's interesting too. It's like, my upbringing, I had more money, like, and my grandfather was an extremely successful investor. And actually both my grandfathers were. And, they were always embedding that in me, stock market investing mostly, but I watched what they did. And, it's funny, like later in life is when I lost everything. You know what I mean? Like, so like 6 years ago, I gotten divorced. I was living with my friend in his second bedroom with 2 cats. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, it wasn't good. You know what I mean? The air conditioner didn't work. Like, it was just like, I was starting over dead broke. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I think that puts a little bit of a hunger.
It creates pressure.
It creates pressure, and it creates that, like, we're probably both pit bulls when it comes down to it, right?
At the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like and I think that's what's cool. I was like already saying to Shawn, I was like, we just started this, I already like working with you, because it's like, we're both pit bulls.
Yeah, we go after it.
Yeah, we're going to get it. And like, but the thing is, when we get to, I've always been a fighter. I was a wrestler, a boxer, but I was like, why am I this way? But I realized it's like, I'm fighting for something,
right? Not
against someone. You know what I mean? And I think that that's what this project is about, right? Is about fighting for financial freedom for our community, And it doesn't have to be that you are homeless or you're broken or everything, right? Like, you can just be a normal middle-class person that's got to work till they're 70 years old, die 3 days after they retire, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's a tragedy.
It happens all the time.
And you talk to people that they're like, I want to have more children, but I can't afford it.
Right.
Right? Like, that's a child not born. You know what I mean? Like, this is very serious. It's very, like, life-changing. Even to people just in the middle class, upper middle class, lower middle class, even wealthy people. It's just, it applies. Because people are making all these financial decisions that are life-changing.
The techniques, the people that we're going to interview, that we're going to meet, the projects that we're going to go see, the investing strategies we're going to talk about, it's all going to be life-changing. Like, real, no bullshit, life-changing experiences that anybody can do. If I can do it,
if he could do it.
Yeah, if I can do it, a knucklehead from Northeast Philly who pretty much knew nothing until I found the right people.
Yeah.
If I can do it, we all can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And for me, I think it took me to get my arrogance knocked out of me. Like, right. I needed to get the...
Yeah, because you had a great job, right? You had everything you pretty much needed, right? But there was something more inside you it was almost like, I'm not fulfilling my truest potential, right? That's how I felt eventually.
Yeah. And as I'm like digging into helping the investors, and have been helping the investors and going through, and like, I had a guy like I helped, I don't know, maybe like 2 years ago. He did an off-market deal for an investment in Westchester. And he's like, I sent him like, hey, your property's worth $300 now. And he's like, he bought it for $205.
Nice.
And he's
like, probably like, what?
And he was from like not a wealthy background either. I think like, and he really wanted to invest and change his future, and yeah, he's like, you're like, so you're saying I'm made $100,000? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah.
Yep.
Like
you did.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
I know. It's like, you can almost sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
Like but I was saying, like, it's like, play the right games, win the right prizes. Right.
I love that.
Yeah. If you're playing the chef game,
right,
you're going to win hot dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're playing the real estate game, you're going to win real estate.
Yeah.
Right. And real wealth.
You're going to win real wealth.
Right.
Real wealth.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a nice little tagline, right?
Yeah. So we're here to help you guys play the right games, but it's like, it's not a bunch of talk. Like, this isn't going to be a bunch of talk. Right. That's the thing I think it's really
just this episode.
Just this episode.
Yeah, we have it. We got to bring them in somehow, right?
Yeah, we got to introduce this concept. But we're going to have a lot of real live investors on the show. Young people, old people, everybody in between, rich, poor, and talking about what they're doing.
Right.
I think that's what's really important. And talking about how they did it. But not only talking about it, I think showing the properties, I think, is going to be huge.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
If we can show flips, show renovations, show the process of looking for houses and things like that. I've got so many clients going through this right now, and I just want to like keep showing them this is possible.
Yeah. The mission of our brokerage, Vanguard Realty Alliance, is to empower human potential by providing a pathway to real wealth through real estate investing, right? Yeah. Financial freedom. That's what we're looking for.
Right.
Right. So we are providing that to agents. That's who we're trying to align ourselves with. Agents that are looking to create wealth, consumers that are looking to create wealth, people out there that just want a different retirement strategy. Like one of the crowning moments of my career so far was, I said earlier, I invest in the Poconos, right?
Yeah.
This year, my wife and I were able to show her parents the benefit of real estate investing, and together we bought a property in the Poconos. Like, that's incredible.
Changing the family.
Right?
Changing the family.
Now they did what they had to do to liquidate money out of the market to put it in the real estate because they see the upside potential, right?
It's huge.
And when you can help your family, you help your friends, you can help people that you've never met before, that's true power.
I know, man. You know, I think
so exciting.
The thing is, so many people look at real estate agents as takers.
Yeah. I would think the vast majority of people feel that way.
Right. They're like, you know, I'm watching movies and it's like another real estate agent villain or another real estate agent bozo that's like, you know, I'm a realtor, you know, it's like, how do we, I'm not that. You know what I mean? Like,
how do we change that perception? Right. Yeah, that's another goal. How do we change that perception?
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think that we can fix the industry or we can fix, you know, how people behave or who rips off who or whatever it is, right? Like, we can't fix all these people's behaviors, but we can create a place that's special. And I think we already have.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just need to shine the light on it and like show people that this is here available to you, and it's not bullshit. It's real. It's not a scam. It's not anything other than
we're not selling courses.
We're not
$9.99 for your not yet. But no, we're giving our experience and the knowledge and experience of our sphere of influence of the people we know that are winning at high levels and investing in real estate, and then we're taking all that and we're going to give it to you, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to have it, and then we can walk you through it.
Yeah.
That's the piece that we're going to be able to walk you through it.
And people say to me like, well, how do you get paid? And it's like, well, I'm a realtor. I get a commission.
Right.
But it's like, that's interesting. It's like, okay, whatever. You get a $5,000-$6,000 commission. I help somebody make $100,000. People are like, almost that seems off, right?
Yeah.
That's where you go from taker to giver, right? That's what's game changing.
Yeah. Like for the guy who bought the triplex,
right?
How much equity did he get compared to how much of the commission do you get, right? People don't see that.
Well, it appraised $31,000 above the deal.
Yeah.
So the day you closed,
and basically. I don't think you made $31,000 off it. You, right? No.
I wish I did.
Yeah, it would be nice. But look, at the end of the day, we're trying to help people build wealth.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I know that guy will send me his friends, family, et cetera. We'll probably do more deals in the future because that guy's an absolute rock star. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing that at 21. What are you going to be doing at 30? Right? Like, if you continue on the path, that's the other thing, right? Is helping people continue on this path. So it doesn't have to be a new investor, like even whatever stage. I'm like attracting all different levels of investors in all stages, right? With different programs and stuff that I have and all that kind of thing. But like, again, I think it's just about how do we give as much as possible?
Right.
Because like I thought about it the other day and was just like, you know, Steve Seymour decided, hey, I'm not going to share my knowledge. I'm not going to share my wealth because that's going to create too many other investors or too many other people competing in the space. Yeah. Like me and you wouldn't be here.
No.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, so we can't do that. We have to keep paying it forward. And I know we're going to create like a community because we got investor meetups, by the way, second Wednesday every month at Timothy's in Westchester.
Next Wednesday.
Everybody's invited. We got Sheila Dragon.
Oh, nice.
Talking.
Exciting.
Yeah. She just built a house in the Ozarks.
That's so cool.
I don't even know where the Ozarks are. I hear they're
somewhere in Missouri, right?
I hear they're in Missouri. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what's going on over there. But like, anyway, she built a house there. She's flipped a ton of houses. She's going to be talking on flipping versus building. Mm-hmm. There's no cost to come to these things. It's just networking and building this community that we're building.
Right.
And I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah. And in addition to us helping others, we are also investors too, right? And we have to share that because people need to know that we're actually doing what we're saying and we're learning along the way. So for me, I own 5 properties in...
You're up to 5 already?
Yeah, in Pennsylvania. I have three in Chester County, 2 in the Poconos, and a lot up in the Poconos.
A lot? You thinking about building a house?
I don't know. I like having it. I like
You just want to
making
look
sure
at
that
it.
nobody can build on it. That's why I want it. I don't want anyone to build next to me.
Got it. You bought that
Yeah.
lot next to the house.
And, you know, whoever's listening to this, if you have properties, I'm always looking to buy in Downingtown, Westchester, Malvern, Phoenixville, Kennett Square. I'll buy in Coatesville, not in the city.
Right.
I'll buy the surrounding areas, and I'm looking primarily for single families. I would buy anything from 1 to 4, and I would strongly consider anything from 5 to 20.
You know, I don't even know what I'm buying. I know I want to buy something. Is that bad? You know, like
No.
I like when the right deal comes across. Like I've been looking today. I was looking at LoopNet today, like the commercial one, and I was like showing like I was like, 106 units for 10 million.
Well, didn't you just bid on something recently?
I did. Yeah, I went up to Honeybrook, and there was this little log cabin, and it was on 4.7 acres, and there was another like 3.2 acres across the street, but it was like swamp. And this log cabin had 2 bedrooms, no heat, no insulation. Like the kitchen needed to be done, bathroom needed to be done. Like water was coming in through the walls. The insects had taken it to town on the logs. Yeah, a lot of holes in the logs. Like,
Sounds like a great house.
so yeah, it was. But man, it was cool looking.
Yeah.
I thought it would make a really good Airbnb. Actually, that's what I was thinking about. Right. So I was thinking like, okay, I could buy this, and it was an auction, and I'm in there, and then everybody else is Amish. So I'm in there, and the guy's like, "I'm got $250. You got to do this." And I'm like, yeah. And then like, you know, like I think it was like started at 100. I bid 125. Someone bid 150. I bid 175. And then they're like, "Do we got 200? We got some 175. We got 200. We got 200." You know, I was like, okay. Like I told Maria I wouldn't go above 190, so I'm like hoping. And then someone's like 200. The thing went for 255.
Wow.
And I was at 190 because I looked at the ARV on the house after renovation value, and you know, it was like maybe 280. You know, like land in Honeybrook.
Someone's probably going to knock it down and build a house on it, though. But it would be a shame because the way you're describing it sounds like the house would be awesome.
I mean, but out there in raw land you could buy for like $180. Like I saw 13 acres sold for 180,000 like out there. So I was just like the land I couldn't, and the septic system was a mystery. I don't know. Right. I couldn't do it, but it was a cool experience to go. And I was like, oh, I could build like one of those like yurts or one of those like geodome things that people are like camping in or whatever, the glamping. So I was like, I could get another auxiliary structure on this, you know, like, so I had a whole bunch of ideas, but like the numbers have to work.
Yeah. So you're looking at pretty much anything.
Yeah.
As long as the numbers work, right?
I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm probably like undiagnosed like ADHD or something. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
one of the cool things is that we're on one of our future episodes, we're going to talk about what makes a deal, right?
What makes a good deal?
What makes a good deal?
Yeah. I did a little YouTube video on that like real quick, and I got one dislike. I was like,
who dislikes that?
Who dislikes my videos?
Right? But anyway,
Yeah.
I think we've gone over a little bit, but
yeah, that's cool.
we just really wanted to set the stage for you and let you guys know we're going to be coming with some extremely valuable information about what it's like investing in the suburbs of Philly. We are in Chester County.
Yeah.
Brokerage is in Chester County. I've helped people in Chester County, Philly, Montgomery County, Delaware County, Berks County, Lancaster County, so all over the place.
Wilmington. We're doing Wilmington.
Yeah, we have a few agents in our brokerage that are currently investing in Wilmington.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, we could talk
gonna
about
be fun.
vacation rentals too. I mean, like
we're definitely going to talk about short-term rentals.
I really want to know.
My favorite.
I got to dig into this Pocono stuff. See if I need to get up there in the mountains.
You might have to.
My wife doesn't want to go camping.
All right, guys. Well, we are excited. If you want more information, if you're an agent and you're looking to get started investing in real estate and building wealth, if you're a buyer or seller that's interested in investing in real estate and creating wealth, reach out to us. We're going to have some links in the comments below for how to get a hold of us. We're excited. Super excited.
Can you tell I'm excited?
I can tell you're excited, yeah. So any last parting words of wisdom, Rob?
Go and get it, people. Just go and get it.
All right. I love it. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.